Hi, and welcome to our learning modules to help you become a better leader. The aim of these modules is to enhance your leadership by giving you proven, easy to apply models and techniques. Today we are going to be building on this Communicate Powerfully framework that we presented in an earlier video. Now you can review this video at any time by following the link you see below. Very soon today, we will dive deeper into how you can improve delivery of your communications by using our 6 tips for presenting powerfully. But before we dive in, let's take a moment to reconnect with the 3 ways that you can have an impact on an audience during your presentation. Now, the first of these is verbally. The words you use account for 7% of your impact. Second is vocal variety. This accounts for 38% of your impact. And the third is visually. 55% of your effectiveness is attributed to your visual cues. The key takeaway here is to focus most of your attention on developing your non-verbal skills, since these account for a whopping 93% of your impact. That's what we're going to focus on right now. Leaders are called upon to make presentations in front of various audiences, such as clients, teams, peers, and other stakeholder groups. Now, what's critical is to make a powerful first impression. So our first tip for today is start with impact. Impress your audience in the very first minute. What you say in the first 60 seconds may very well determine whether your audience is hooked and focused on every word, or whether they may simply dismiss most of what you have to say. Now, there are 3 things that you can do in the first minute to have greater impact. 1, look and sound passionate. Be positive, be energized, and try to help them imagine a better future. 2, establish your credibility and build trust by stating why you are qualified to speak to your audience. And 3, just briefly indicate what is coming next, since audiences really love to know where they stand. So now that you're off to a powerful start, the next 5 tips will ensure that you continue to hold the attention of the audience for the duration. Now, our second tip for today for presenting more powerfully is somewhat obvious. However, you must speak clearly. Ensure that your language is clear and easily understood by your audience. For example, project your voice so that your message can be heard by everyone at all times. And avoid things like speaking to the floor or with your back to the audience. And ensure that your content is neither too simple or too technical based on the needs of your audience. Our third tip today is to use vocal variety. Now, that is to say, treat your voice, tone, speed, and volume as tools to bring to life your presentation, to emphasize key points, and to create different moods for the audience. Just as powerful are pauses. So use pauses to allow time for the audience to reflect on your key messages. Our fourth tip today is to use gestures. Consider things like your posture, stance, position in relation to the audience, and your movement. Fully integrate physical gestures such as hand gestures or facial expressions with your content, and use them intentionally as tools to enhance your presentation. Use empathetic body language, making it more open and approachable, such as open palm hands and open shoulders. And try to avoid using closed body language, such as folding your arms or hiding your hands behind your back. These go against building connection and trust. By adopting a more positive and energized posture that shows your audience that you are putting in effort, that you really value them, You will start to discover that your audience mirrors the emotions you are projecting through your body language, and that they in turn will start to feel more open, more trusting, more interested, and more energized by your presentation. Our fifth tip today is to make eye contact. Use eye contact to convey emotion, to elicit responses, to gauge an audience's reactions, and to increase the level of connection and buy-in into your presentation. And finally, and most importantly, practice, practice, practice. We find that most people over-prepare and under-rehearse. Avoid only preparing in your head. Instead, try to practice in front of a mirror, in front of family and friends or work colleagues, or simply video your practices so that you can gain some instant feedback. And look for feedback on the things that we discussed today, starting with impact, the clarity of your language, the use of vocal variety, and how you use gestures and eye contact for added impact. Now, if you use our 6 tips for presenting powerfully, you are guaranteed to have greater impact. Best of luck and have a great day.